One of the first things people say when they're moving to Phoenix is, wait, no basements? How do you even live without one? And honestly, I get it. If you're coming from places like Chicago or the Midwest, where every home has that extra underground space, it's hard to imagine life without it. But here in Phoenix, basements aren't the norm, and there's pretty good reason for that. That said, basements do exist here. They're just rare and typically only found in custom homes or older properties. If you're moving to Phoenix and absolutely must have one, we can find you a home with a basement. It's just going to take a little bit of hunting, and it'll probably come with a higher price tag. Now, let's talk about why basements aren't common here, how we manage without them, and whether you'll even miss having one. The biggest reason basements aren't a thing is our soil. In Phoenix, we have this type of hard, compact soil. It's loaded with clay and calcium carbonate, which makes it feel like digging through concrete. On top of that, the soil expands when it's wet and contracts when it's dry, which can create a major structural issue for a basement. We're talking cracking, leaking, and other headaches you definitely don't want to deal with. Another factor is the water table. In some parts of Phoenix, it's surprisingly shallow, making it harder and a lot more expensive to dig deep enough for a basement. And if you're wondering, wait, we build pools here every day. What's the difference? The answer is engineering. Pools are designed to hold water and handle the pressure of the soil around them. A basement, on the other hand, has to do the opposite. Keep water out while supporting the weight of the entire house above it. That's a lot more complicated and pricier. And let's be honest, in a place like Phoenix, most people would rather have a pool than a basement. I mean, when it's 115 degrees in the summer, are you really going to be thinking about underground storage? So if we don't have basements, where do you put all your stuff? This is where Phoenix homeowners get creative. First, we've got oversized garages. I have seen garages here that are practically like warehouses. They're huge. Then there are custom storage solutions and attics. Now, our attics aren't the sprawling spaces you might find in other parts of the country, but they work great for things like holiday decorations or a couple boxes of keepsakes. And for those of us who like to keep things minimalist, there's always the good old storage units. Honestly, moving to Phoenix is a great excuse to declutter your life. You're probably not going to miss that box of old VHS tapes or that collection of snow globes you forgot you even owned. Well, maybe you'll miss one snow globe, but hey, that's what sentimental shelves are for. Another concern I hear a lot about is safety. People ask, what about tornadoes? Where do you go? Here's the good news. Tornadoes aren't really a thing here. Phoenix is actually one of the safest cities in the country when it comes to extreme weather. Sure, we have monsoon storms, but those are more about wind and rain. So you really don't have many natural disasters to be concerned about when moving to Phoenix. And let's face it, the biggest weather-related danger in Phoenix is forgetting to drink enough water in July. But here's the upside to not having a basement. We've totally mastered the art of outdoor living. Instead of investing in underground space, people here put their resources into creating amazing outdoor areas. Think Arizona rooms, covered patios, outdoor kitchens, fire pits, you name it. And let's not forget pools. Pools are basically the ultimate bonus space here. When it's triple digits outside, trust me, you'll be glad you have a pool instead of a dark underground storage room. Now, will you miss the basement? Honestly, maybe a little during the summer when your AC is working overtime. Basements naturally stay cooler, so they can save on energy costs. But here we've got other ways to stay cool, like energy efficient windows, ceiling fans, and top-notch insulation. Plus, newer homes are built to handle the Phoenix climate, so you're not going to be sweating bullets indoors. And if you're dreaming of having a workshop or a man cave, that's what garages or casitas are for. I've seen some killer setups in garages around here. Think mini bars, home gyms, even full-blown movie theaters. For me, as someone who moved to Phoenix 25 years ago from Chicago, I can honestly say I don't miss basements. Sure, they were great for storage and hiding out during storms, but they're not essential to enjoying life here. Living in Phoenix is all about sunshine, outdoor living, and maximizing the space you have. Do I sometimes wish I had a cool basement to escape to in the summer? Of course. But then I look at my pool, my patio, and the fact that I never have to shovel snow, and I'm over it real quick. If you're considering a move to Phoenix, don't let the lack of basements scare you off. The trade-offs are totally worth it, And if you really can't imagine life without one, let's chat. I'll help you find that rare gem with a basement. If you're thinking about making a move to Phoenix or just want to know more about what it's like to live here, I'd love to help. Whether you have questions about neighborhoods, homes, or even how to survive without a basement, let's chat. Reach out anytime. I'm here to make your transition as smooth as possible. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to stick around for more insights about life in the Valley. See you on the next one.